was Sunday night at the Metropolitan Sports Center in Bloomington, Minnesota. The score tied at 3-all, and the Islanders on the attack. Clark Gillies forechecking. Watch the puck pop into the air. The goaltender, Malash, unable to control it, is number 91, Butch Goring, batting it into the goal to send the Islanders in front 4-3 en route to a 7-5 victory. For Butch Goring, it was his second goal of the night, and he wound up with a 3-goal hat trick. Tonight, from the Metropolitan Sports Center in Bloomington, Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals, the New York Islanders and the Minnesota North Stars, with the Islanders holding a commanding 3-0 lead. This is goal number 3, the hat trick goal.
Minnesota had a chance to clear it, but they did not. Butch Goring had a chance to put it in. He did not, but Billy Carroll passed it from behind the net finally, and Butch Goring did. That made the score 6-4. On a good play right there, Billy Carroll getting control of it, and right there giving it to Butch Goring, and that really killed the Minnesota North Stars.
Well, it was a 7-5 final. The Islanders with a 3-game lead in the series, and some happy Islander fans even in a game of goals against of 4.75. Bill Smith, 15 playoff games, coming into number 16 with a goals against of 2.54. Return feed and a save by Billy Smith, and a rebound well as they did in Game 3. The shot is blocked, a penalty forthcoming against the New York Islanders. Tripping, slash against Clark Gillies, and we have played a minute here in this first period.
Opportunity for Minnesota getting a man advantage this early in the game. What a shot there, an elbow thrown, but that was not the penalty. Clark Gillies on the other side.
Brad Maxwell back in the lineup following a shoulder injury suffered in Game 2. His shot is blocked by Brad Maxwell. Screen shot is blocked in front by Dennis. Around Giles. Here comes Bourne. Bourne back to Trottier. The shot saved by Beaupre. And back the other way come the North Stars with a 3-on-2, and it's misplayed by Bobby Smith, and Potvin clears to the Minnesota zone. It's offside. Bobby Bourne and Hartsburg battle all the way to the goal line, and Hartsburg does the job. Caller trying to set by Cicerelli. Up the middle to Smith. Smith with Cicerelli over the line. It was Gordy Roberts making the lead pass, and it's broken up inside the outer line. Bocce in a goal, a backhand shot saved by Beaupre. Rebound, centering try by Boston.
Fine shot by Gordy Lane. He's pumped like the rest of the Islanders, like the rest of the Minnesota North Stars. A loose puck comes out from behind the net. Bocce took a mean hit. Gordy Lane gets a hold of the puck, puts it high into the left corner as Don Beaupre trying to look around. His defenseman cannot see the puck. It's in the net. Clark Gillies standing in front, partially screening Beaupre, was a big help for his teammate, Gord Lane.
Steal by Wayne Merrick, and nearly Bossy, Gillies, Trottier. Bossy behind the net gets help from Clark Gillies. Down the boards comes Potvin, but it's a good play by Anderson. Corner, actually, the goaltender, Beaupre did. Trottier centering, gets by Broughton, takes it over the line, takes a heavy check at the blue line. The crowd loves that. It was Paul Schmier getting a shoulder in.
Here's the replay. As Dennis Potvin comes in, he takes a hard hit. Look at the stick fly. Paul Schmier, who has a tough guy, he's fair. He keeps the stick down, and he hits you hard.
Around Lane, the shot wide on the short side to the blue line. It's kept in momentarily by Roberts. Now Nystrom to Tonelli one-on-one. Against Schmier, the drive, and a pad save by Beaupre. Slap shot, pad save by Beaupre. With Cicerelli, a high shot.
Not quite halfway through the first period. There it is, the piece of heart.
Ewan in the slot, rotten shot, and it's blocked by Langevin. Hartsburg has Minnesota with pressure now. Hartsburg, the shot, he hit the post on the outside. Up with the puck. In front, and Broughton fan. Hartsburg, the drive, quick save by below man. Kristoff, he's stopped by Langevin. Backhander by Brad Palmer, and Billy Smith makes a big save. Broughton feeding the blue line. Schmier, the crowd on their feet, a sliding block by Bourne. The North Stars dominating play. Penalty coming up to the Islanders. Broughton, Hartsburg, the shot. It's blocked in front. Goring trying to get control. Islanders have got to get the puck to stop playing. They finally have it now. And play is whistled dead. The crowd comes to play in the Islander zone. 9:57 to go, first period. Islanders not out. Hartsburg, that's deflected wide. Centering pass, loose, cleared by Maxwell. The drive, saved by Billy Smith. Rebound, another save by Smith, and play is called. Billy Smith, spectacular. Maxwell, the shot, hit the post. Another penalty coming up. Hartsburg the drive, and that's wide, deflected wide. Bobby Smith, the Hartsburg the drive, still.
Side went through the net. Now watch, the attendants are going to come out and fix the net. The referee had his arm in the air, and here's the shot here. That's Hartsburg letting it go. The puck is moving quickly, but it's like a knuckleball, and it hit inside, and that was the goal that did count. But the puck actually, if we could go back and see that replay again, you'll see the puck hit inside the goalpost. Actually, the North Stars have scored twice. That's what Paul Steer is talking about.
I thought again.
Here we go. Now here's the shot here by Maxwell. Now watch inside the goalpost, just to the right of Billy Smith. That puck is way inside the post, and it went right through because the puck went off the backboards. If it hit the goalpost, it wouldn't have got to the backboard.
Yep. Well, nice from the shot, blocked by to the Minnesota North Stars. It's going to be Gordy Roberts, I believe. Period of a tremendous hockey game. The Islanders won, Minnesota won. The slot, the drive, and that's wide. And the rebound goes. He walks in front, and Gillies fan on the open net. Bossy to puck, and the drive, saved by Beaupre. Penalty coming up. The buzzer sounds, ending the first period of play. And so we have 40 minutes of regulation time remaining in this one because it's all tied up at 1. We've got a new hockey game about to begin when the second period begins.
Then they bought a low-priced IBM computer, the 5120, the perfect computer for small companies with big plans. It helps prepare job estimates, track costs.
Hello. Look, do me a favor. Check the concrete cost, huh? Okay, hold on.
Figure equipment needs and material needs.
100 by $2,400.
IBM never stops searching for new ways to make difficult jobs easier, so people can do more important things, like go home for dinner.
It's going to be strange eating a dinner that hasn't been reheated.
We could wait a while and let it get cold.
Daddy!
IBM, helping put information to work for people.
Recently, this Hertz ad started appearing all across America. It says,
no more mileage charges.
any car, any day.
Round trip or one way.
Plus, an important first, guaranteed pricing.
We'll guarantee in writing, if you like, exactly what your rental will cost before you go.
Now it costs a lot less to rent from Hertz.
Everyone talks about low rental prices.
But Hertz guarantees them.
What kind of person drinks Montclair sparkling natural mineral water? Notice the eyes. They know pure refreshment when they see it. The nose tingles from the delightfully light sparkle. The lips, smiling, because Montclair tastes so crisp and clean without calories. Now, add a body that feels refreshed. Right, Arthur? And you've got everyone who enjoys pure refreshment. So come to your senses. Come to Montclair.
Tim Ryan back here at the Metropolitan Sports Center in Bloomington, and wow, we got a hockey game on our hands. This is what a Stanley Cup final is supposed to be about. You're seeing it all here tonight. In fact, you're getting a little bit more because 3 goals were scored that didn't count one way or another. Twice by Minnesota, once by the Islanders, and in each case they could not count. The one that went through the net, the goal judge didn't see it, nor did the referee. The Islanders scored when the play had been stopped because of a fight back in their end. And then we had one right there at the end of the period with the light that signals the end of the period automatically canceling out the red goal light on Minnesota's goal. So it stands 2-2, and we've now got a 20-minute hockey game to play unless overtime is needed to settle it. McAdam from Payne and Brad Maxwell at 5:15, right at the end of a power play with Nystrom off for charging. Then McEwen scored on the power play from Tonelli, and Caller his 5th goal of the playoffs. That came at 7:37 with Palmer off for cross-checking. The Islanders outshot Minnesota 12-10. Billy Smith and Don Beaupre have been brilliant in goal. We've just seen superior Stanley Cup-style hockey really for the first time in this series, and it's a pleasure to bring it to you on Channel 9. Upcoming momentarily will be an interview with General Manager Bill Troy that we'll be doing live here in Bloomington. But just prior to that, we want you to watch because you're going to see something kind of special. Everybody knows about the relationship, a friendly one between Lou Nanne, the general manager of the North Stars, and Bill Troy, the general manager of the Islanders. These guys are very friendly but very strong rivals. You're going to see something kind of special. That's coming up when we return to Bloomington in a moment.
This Bud's for the guys who got what it takes to shake, rattle, and keep on rolling.
This Bud's for you, for all you do. The king of beers is coming through.
Yeah, just for you, that distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
For all you do.
This Bud's for you.
Fire Company C, Manhattan. The last thing these guys have time to do is to wait online to cash their checks. So their chemical bank branch manager gave them a hand. He opened a special line so that when the firemen come in to cash their checks, they can get out fast. It's one of the ways we tailor each chemical bank branch to the needs of the community. As bankers, sure, we like to see them save money. As citizens, we want to see them save lives.
You can't see the hard rubber in this golf ball, but you can feel it when you drive. Hi, I'm Lee Trevino.
This is a new oil that saves you gas. Mobil Super. It costs a lot less. But Mobil One does a lot more. It can take you around the world. 25,000 miles without an oil change. Now for Mobil, 2 oils that save you gas.
Johnson didn't do anything I wouldn't do if I was in his boots. And if I thought the killing would stop here, I'd let him go.
Charles Bronson.
You can't stop it.
Lee Marvin. Death Hunt, based on the true story of one of the greatest manhunts ever, and of 2 rivals who clash as enemies, but in the end, triumph. Death Hunt, rated R.
Starts Friday at a specially selected theater near you.
When I first started doing Eastern commercials, I was almost apologetic. That was 1976, and service wasn't as good as it should have been. A lot has changed since then, and people seem to know it. Because for 2 years in a row, more people have chosen to fly Eastern than any other airline in the free world. That tells me our people are doing a fine job. After all, I may get you to try Eastern once, but they're the ones who get you to come back. At Eastern, we have to earn our wings every day.
Come to Belmont Park. If you're out to have a good time, you can't lose.
Thousands were cheering for you. You didn't let them down.
There is no quit in the Minnesota North Stars, and there is none in their fans, as they are going the distance here, trying to keep this series alive despite being down 3-0. Potvin to Tonelli as the Islanders start to our right in blue and take the puck into the Minnesota zone. Nystrom centering pass. Schmier breaks it up, and it's picked up by Brad Maxwell, and his pass out picked off by Morrow. Morrow dumps it in. The Islanders start. Merrick, Tonelli, and Nystrom. There's Tonelli. Forechecking tough on Greg Smith, comes up with a puck, passing it to Merrick. It comes to the blue line. Potvin, the drive wide. Rebound up the left boards for Steve Kane. His pass, a bad one, into the Islander zone. No icing on the play, and Dennis Potvin takes over. The North Stars send out Cicerelli with Bobby Smith and Anderson. Potvin circling around at center ice. Bossy is on with him. Over the line they go. Potvin's dump. The puck into the slot. Giles clears. Off the boards, but not out. Here's Trottier. Trottier, and it's a good defensive play by Greg Smith, forcing him wide. Bossy from Trottier. Bossy with traffic in front, feeds the blue line. Lorimer, the drive is blocked by Bobby Smith. Puck loose at the blue line. Smith lost it back to Bob Lorimer. Lorimer to Gillies. Gillies over center ice. Shoots it in. Bossy going in deep. Giles is back. Beaupre clears it up the boards. Anderson starts Bobby Smith away. Smith over the Islander line. Smith has been tramping tonight. Takes a hit from Lorimer. The puck picked off by Trottier. Trottier behind his own net. Ryan Trottier in difficulty against Cicerelli. Cicerelli's been a pest throughout the 4 games. Bobby Smith and Lane. Lorimer off the glass. It rides along the top of the board. Bossy gets a piece of the puck. Fires it, but yes, passed. The defender, Gordy Roberts, out to center ice. Roberts, number 10, Schmier, number 6, the defensive pairing for Minnesota. The pass up the middle to Cicerelli. Cicerelli ahead on the right side for Broughton, too far. Lane and Broughton to the corner. Rotten trying to tie up Lane and get the face-off, and he does.
Period start is the way we expected it, Tim. It come out, both teams working very hard. The Islanders skating, checking. They tried to get the Bossy line on and get something happening right away, like an overtime period. When you think about it, it is.
There's a look from outside the net center. Drive right on here inside from Kristoff, and a chest save by Billy Smith. That camera atop Metropolitan Stadium where the Vikings and the Twins play across the parking lot from the arena. Bobby Bourne in deep in the Minnesota zone to Goring behind the net. Hartsburg checking him. Hartsburg has the puck. Up the boards it comes to Langevin. Langevin shot off the skate. Rebounds to the blue line. Langevin throws it in deep. Behind the net, Goring gathers it in. To Bourne. Goring again. Takes a heavy check from Schmier. Puck still loose. Goring and Schmier for it, and Schmier comes up with the puck. Paul Schmier has been a big asset to Minnesota in this hockey game. Kaller to McEwen. Back for Kaller. Kaller trying to get around Hartsburg. He does. Kaller breaks on the shot. Stick save by Beaupre. Rebound taken by Brad Palmer, who dumps it down into the Islander zone. Back for it, Langevin. Minnesota changing on the go. Kevin Maxwell comes on with Payne. McAdam forechecking in deep. He lost his stick on the play. Merrick comes in. McAdam doing a good job here. McEwen ties him up. And they get a face-off again in Islander territory. 16:54 remaining third period. Islanders 2, Minnesota 2.
One more set, guys?
Nah, you guys are just too tough today. For Michelob Light?
You should have quit while you were ahead.
Would good friends go at it this hard just for a beer? Consider it's Michelob Light, the rich, smooth taste you can compare to any beer you like.
I don't get it. You guys killed us.
Don't blame us. You suggested we play for a Michelob Light.
Michelob Light. Compare the taste.
When you think about it, I was talking about overtime. It wouldn't be any different, really, the way these teams have to play the third period as if it was overtime.
2-2 the score. Ed Westfall with Tim Ryan. Here we are live from Bloomington, Minnesota. Stanley Cup final game number 4. Islanders trying to sweep it for an 8-game sweep of the semifinals and finals. Quite an accomplishment. But they have not won this yet by a long shot. Potvin behind his own goal. Up the boards for Nystrom. Nystrom, Trottier, Merrick. A mixed unit out there, and now they get Trottier off and Tonelli on. Payne. Nystrom forechecking. Kevin Maxwell steers it away from Merrick. It pops out to center ice, and Dennis Potvin gives it to Tonelli. Back for Morrow as they organize over center ice. Morrow flips it in. Tonelli racing after it. Beaupre shoots it back to the corner. Merrick is there with Payne. Merrick, pardon me, kicks a pass to Tonelli. He's hauled down on the near boards. The puck is shot over the glass by Kevin Maxwell, and play is called. 15:56 to go in the third period. Islanders 2, Minnesota 2.
You may have heard that I'm leaving the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I'm taking 4 tough Steelers with me and getting $50 for it. It's the big Uniroyal $50 trade-in. Buy 4 quality Steelers and get $50 back in the mail. And you'll have the highest treadwear rated tire that Uniroyal makes. But hurry, a deal this great won't last forever. So get your backfield in motion.
Offer good until June 13th only at these participating Uniroyal dealers. When you compare, you want Uniroyal there.
We're back live. Gordy Lane shooting it in. Clark Gillies just hit the goalpost while we were away on the short side, and the Islanders have control of the puck. Bob Lorimer back inside his own zone. We have all kinds of close calls tonight. We've had 3 goals disallowed. Carroll over the line, dipsy-doodling. Number 25 to Gillies. Good pass, but he couldn't tee it up. It dribbled to Bossy, and he couldn't get the shot away. And the North Stars bring it out. Giles. Interception by Carroll. Carroll getting Bossy onside, trying to control play, dumps it into the North Star zone, and the Islanders change on the go. Kaller, Goring, Sutter over the boards. Gordy Roberts slugs it to center ice, shoots it into the Islander end. Mike McEwen there, off for Goring. Goring with Caller. Goring a 3-goal man in game 3. Breaks in on goal, but Beaupre clears it away. At the blue line, Longevin's drive deflected wide by Caller. Sutter on the far boards. Sutter takes a bump, trying to control the play there. He's tied up by Roberts. And the North Stars come out. Cicerelli. Slap shot way up into the seats. Ooh, I hope that didn't hit anybody. My goodness. Cicerelli didn't hit anything on the way out of the rink. 14:35 to go in the third period. At the score, the Islanders 2, Minnesota 2.
We've got the same car.
Datsun 200 SX. Isn't the mileage beautiful?
Beautiful.
Don't you love the acceleration?
Love it.
Isn't Datsun driven?
Driven.
It's so easy to fall in love with a Datsun 200 SX.
Is it as good for you as it is for me?
Yeah.
It's good for you. It's good for you.
That is not the bench you're looking at. That's the stick room in the Minnesota dressing room. They don't carry that many sticks on the bench. They're all the same.
They got a good supply back there in case they run out, obviously. Here comes Sutter. Takes a long shot, deflected wide by Hartsburg. Caller in deep. Goring comes in. Langevin keeps it in. Sutter top of the slot, knocking it down with his hand, but couldn't get control. Goring to Sutter, jumped over his stick. Kristoff out the left side. Gets it to Broughton to Palmer. Palmer by himself, and a good defensive play by McEwen. McEwen up the boards for Sutter. Goring picks up the loose puck. He's got Caller with him. Sutter breaking. Sutter on the right wing. Sutter checked from behind as he was about to release it. Centers it, and Schmier clears the puck back to the corner. Sutter controlling again, but Schmier once more intercepts. Schmier up the left side for Brad Palmer. There'll be a penalty to Caller for tripping Brad Palmer. 13:43 to go in the third period. Islanders 2, Minnesota 2.
At Chemical Bank, we've spent years developing programs to help our customers. But now, we need your help. Our branches have been plagued with an overabundance of $20 bills. 20s that, without you, will have nowhere to go. If you'd like to take one home, simply invest in a Chemical 6-month Super Saver certificate, and we'll give you a 20 on the spot. Please, won't you help?
Not often do you see that man, Andy Caller, get a penalty. This time a tripping penalty as he falls into Rob Palmer. Right here, Caller turns. He looked like he tripped up a little bit as he stuck his leg out. There's no question he tripped up number 14. Brad Palmer gets the penalty. First penalty of the third period. It could be costly. The penalty killing has been excellent in the hockey game. Only one power play goal. McEwen scored in the second period when Palmer was in the final penalty box for cross-checking. I'm sorry, in the first period, Hartsburg, you're right, Tim. Hartsburg's goal was also a power play goal.
Minnesota coming up ice with the puck. That's Al McAdam getting around Dennis Potvin. Now Trottier comes in to help. Minnesota sets it up. Brad Maxwell. Hartsburg fakes the shot against the slide of Morrow. Takes the pass now. And a shot wide by Payne. Had the whole wide side. Brad Maxwell in the corner. Bobby Smith centering. Picked off by Bobby Bourne. It gets it to Trottier, who clears it down the ice. Carroll comes on for Trottier. Goring on for Bourne. 1:27 remaining in the penalty to Anders Caller. Hartsburg gets around Carroll. Left side to Bobby Smith. Smith forced wide by Morrow. Bobby Smith looking for an open man. Comes to the blue line for Brad Maxwell. Maxwell down to McAdam. McAdam to Payne. Bobby Smith from Payne, pardon me. And it's Cicerelli feeding the blue line. Hartsburg. Hartsburg on a backhander. Saved by Billy Smith. Not much on it. He had a good look at it all the way. 1:01 left on Caller's penalty.
Minnesota trying to get the Islander penalty killers to run around. So far they haven't. Trottier at one point came close to being out of position. He recovered quickly. As we look from the end zone camera, Minnesota trying to move the puck around. Right there's 25, Al McAdam. He gives it to Payne there. Payne, very close shot, just wide of the goalpost. He had Billy Smith at his mercy. He was parked only 10 feet in front and just to the right of Smith when he let the shot go, but Payne's shot was wide.
Neil Broughton, a good face-off man against Trottier. Giles, a high shot, knocked down by Potvin, I believe, and it deflected to the corner. Cicerelli, Broughton, and Christoph, the line up front now. This is Giles to Broughton. Broughton, the shot deflected by Bourne from behind. Morrow clears it out. 44 seconds left in the penalty.
Ken Morrow, a strong game also, Tim, particularly killing penalties. In his own end, he has shot many pucks down the ice or cleared them for the Islanders while penalty killing.
Billy Carroll doing the forechecking on Broughton. Here's Cicerelli with a chance. Cicerelli sliding block on him by Dennis Potvin. A great defensive play. Looked like he had beaten Potvin on the outside. Dennis Potvin now. He hands it right to Broughton in front. Broughton feeds the blue line to Giles to Broughton. Broughton in difficulty. Still has the puck. Goes to the blue line to Giles to Broughton. 8 seconds left in the penalty. Broughton trying to go all the way across. Not a good play. Morrow picked it off and uses up the rest of the penalty time. Flipping it in, and the Islanders are back at full strength. Excellent penalty killing. Here comes Gordy Roberts. Roberts away from Nystrom. Roberts taken wide by Morrow. Morrow takes him into the end boards. The puck loose in the near corner. The stick came up and caught Ken Morrow in the forehead. Morrow took a stick from Gordy Roberts. Here's Nystrom the other way. Nystrom and Merrick in the Minnesota zone. Nystrom behind the net. 2 North Stars collide with him. Tonelli in for the loose puck. Nystrom up quickly. Puck picked up by Kevin Maxwell. Maxwell to Christoph. Merrick steals and keeps it in. Brad Maxwell as Minnesota brings it out. Maxwell and Al McAdam rings it around the boards. It comes to Tonelli on the near side. McAdam checks him, but Lane gives him a ride. It pops in front. The drive wide from Kevin Maxwell. Close call there, but Maxwell missed the net by 3 feet. Pile up in the corner. And a face-off coming up in the Islander zone. With 10:44 to go in the third period, the Islanders 2, Minnesota 2.
This is Scott's Grow Flowers fertilizer. Sprinkle some around your flowers, wait a few weeks, and watch the fireworks. Compared with enough fertilizing, you'll get more marigolds, jazzier geraniums, prettier petunias. Scott's Grow Flowers fertilizer. Put some in your flower garden and enjoy the show. Scott's Grow fertilizers for flowers, shrubs, and trees.
Ken Morrow goes off. It looked like he got cut or got hit over the eye, Tim. I don't think it's a serious kind of thing. He was just stunned momentarily. We'll have to wait and see what happened.
Islanders win the draw. Lane up to Nystrom. Bounced over his stick. Greg Smith shot, and Billy Smith tested. Made the save. Lorimer gives it to Lane. Lane, good pass to Merrick. Merrick to Nystrom on the right wing side. Greg Smith waiting for him, and Smith breaks it up. Smith dumps back to the corner. Nystrom is there. Nystrom gets help now from Lorimer. Steve Payne comes up with the puck. Dumps it out over the blue line, and Lorimer has it there. Lorimer with Kevin Maxwell in pursuit. Maxwell got a piece of it. Nystrom is bumped by Greg Smith, and the loose puck gathered in by Payne. Payne over the line. The slap shot, stick save by Billy Smith. Rebound knocked loose by Lorimer. Payne stays right on the puck. Merrick comes in to help, and play is whistled dead.
Minnesota continues to bring the puck toward the Islander end of the ice. They're doing a good job. They're back-checking and forechecking very well. The intensity has not left the game. We mentioned about Ken Morrow, and here's the play that he got clipped on as he goes behind the net. He's checking in the corner. The puck goes around, and there's somewhere right here, a stick right there. As the stick swings around, that's
Gordy Roberts.
Gordy Roberts, number 10. You're right. Thank you, Tim Ryan. Roberts' stick comes up high, catches Morrow across the forehead.
McEwen and Langevin out there now, and Smith tested on that play right from the face-off by Cicerelli. McEwen for Bossy. Bossy out of his own zone, just off the mark for Trottier. That could have been a 2-on-1. Giles back for Roberts. Roberts to Bobby Smith. Bobby Smith for Cicerelli. Gillies picks it off, and it's kept inside by Anderson. The drive. Big save by Smith. Loose puck, and Smith got a piece of that. And Langevin brings it up to Gillies. Gillies rink wide for Bossy. Bossy in deep, too wide as Roberts took him to the corner. Bossy throws it behind the net. Trottier to Gillies. Gillies has got some room, comes to the blue line. Langevin the drive and a save by Beaupre. Loose puck. Trottier can't get the shot away as Anderson checked him. The puck in the far corner, and it's Anderson, number 8, with the puck. Off the boards for Cicerelli, too far. Langevin back inside his own line. Minnesota changing on the go. The pass quickly up to Bossy. Bossy with Trottier over the line. Bobby Smith checks him, and it's Schmier in the corner. Schmier for Minnesota as the Islanders change on the go. Schmier starting Brad Palmer away. He can drill it, and he does, and a chest save by Billy Smith, and Palmer's upset by Lorimer. Potvin to Bossy, to Caller, pardon me. Caller fans on his shot, dumps it in for Bourne, the shot, and it's blocked by a sliding Paul Schmier. Still in the Minnesota zone, going the shot, caught by Beaupre. Hartsburg had it taken away by Bourne to Caller. He can't get the shot away, now he does high. Goring is bumped off the puck. Rotten with it, he's bumped by Caller. Kristoff trying to come out. Bourne checks in. Kristoff gets the puck into the Islander zone. Lorimer with Brad Palmer on him. To Caller. To Goring, overskates the puck. He lost it to Kevin Maxwell. Maxwell into the Islander zone. Poke check by Lorimer, keeps on going. Kevin Maxwell centering right through the crease, nobody there. Off the boards, it's picked off by Caller. Caller to Bourne, couldn't handle a pass. Islanders want to change. End-to-end action here. Paul Schmier, rink wide for Steve Payne, and Nystrom gets a piece of him, and it's knocked out by Lorimer. Lorimer shooting it to the Minnesota line, where Brad Maxwell gets it to McAdam, who steers it in. 7:53 to go, regulation time. We're tied at 2. Lorimer is bumped in the corner by McAdam. Merrick comes in to help. McAdam feeds the blue line. Brad Maxwell back to McAdam. In the slot, Kevin Maxwell checked, but still has possession. Goes off to McAdam to the blue line. Brad Maxwell, the shot. Score! Steve Payne scoring in the shot from Brad Maxwell. And it is 3-2 Minnesota. 7:34 to play, regulation time.
They kept it up. They kept coming at the Islanders, and finally they put it in. The puck back to the point man, number 5. And you'll see him standing there waiting. It just touches his stick. Lorimer slid into Billy Smith. Maxwell shoots it, and number 26, Steve Payne, tips the puck by Billy Smith. A big goal for the Minnesota North Stars. Here's the shot by Brad Maxwell, the tip by number 26. Steve Payne had beats Billy Smith on the far side. And now the Minnesota North Stars have taken the lead, 3-2.
Second time in the game the North Stars have led. They went ahead 2-1 back early in the second period. And they shoot the puck back into the Islander zone. McEwen. It has been a furious pace in this third period. Steve Payne's 17th goal of the playoff, tying him with Bossy. Here's Carroll, the shot wide. Here comes McEwen on the rebound off the backboards, and an arm saved by Beaupre. Cicerelli lost it to Carroll, to Bossy in front, and it's broken up inside by Bobby Smith. Smith checked by Carroll. Carroll trying to keep it in. A bouncing puck. Gillies to Bossy. The shot. Bad save by Beaupre, and he dives on the rebound. And play is called as Giles and Carroll bump together. Now Gillies and Roberts. Bossy is tied up by a enthusiastic North Star. Dino Cicerelli, I don't know what he was thinking Bossy was going to do, but the linesman and the referee in there quickly to halt anything else from getting going. 6:54 to play. Brad Maxwell and Al McAdam on the assists. The goal by Steve Payne, the score. Minnesota 3, the Islanders 2.
Hey, Jim, I'd love to see your new Datsun Sport pickup. So would I. I haven't been able to get near it.
With a Datsun Sport pickup, you better get used to the crowd.
I know there's racy stripes on the side. Excuse me? See? And white spoker wheels. Buckets, 5-speeds, just like a sports car. Look, another Datsun Sport pickup. Let's get out of here while we can.
Have a Datsun. It's good for you. It's good for you. It's good for you.
What a save by young Don Beaupre. He makes the save on a shot from the point. The Islanders right back quickly. That was Bossy's shot. He did not see it until almost the puck got by him. Not quite, just enough. The puck hit him, made the save. He fell on the puck, a little pushing and shoving. That goes with intensity. Nothing ugly developed. The fans love it. They're on their feet. They're inspiring each other and their team. They're leading the Islanders now 3-2.
Bobby Bourne is wide on the face-off try from Goring. Stealed by Sutter, and Goring's shot is blocked in front. Schmier gets it up to Palmer, who knocks it out to center ice. Islanders have had their own share of pressure, but Beaupre has been able to hold them off, and the Minnesota pressure paid off in the goal by Payne. Hartsburg out the right side for Kristoff. Rink-wide pass for Brad Palmer. The rookie dumps it in. Backcourt goes Lane. Broughton on his tail. To Bourne. Bourne off the boards. It's intercepted by Schmier, who's been great tonight for the Minnesota North Stars. Lane for Bourne, too far. Schmier at center ice, checked by Goring. Bourne trying to pry it loose. And it's held for a face-off right in front of the Islander bench. 6:11 remaining. Regulation time. Minnesota by 1.
Islanders in the position where they now have to open things up, if they can open it up anymore, Tim. I don't know whether they can do that or not. Obviously, Minnesota is in a much better position, particularly for a young team. 3-2. You know that the teams have played a hard game, but there isn't a player out there that would admit to having any physical tire in his body. They all want to play. This is the kind of a hockey game players enjoy as well as the fans.
Well, it's a great show by Minnesota, being down 3-0 in this series. Boy, they were really ready to go tonight. They're a fine, enthusiastic young team, no matter what happens tonight, even if they should lose this game. They have won the hearts of all of their fans if they hadn't already won them. They sure are doing it here tonight. 5:55 to play in regulation time. It is 3-2. The Islanders have Merrick, Nystrom, Tonelli against Kevin Maxwell, Al McAdam, and Steve Payne. Payne scoring his 17th goal, tying him with Mike Bossy for tops in the goal department in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Morrow shooting it in. Tonelli covered along the boards. Potvin has it on his backhand, wheels around to the forehand, throws it in wide off the boards for Tonelli. Tonelli trying to get it to Merrick. Nice from a backhander, saved by Beaupre. The puck still loose and clear to the corner. And the North Stars taking the pressure, and Payne icing the puck to get that heat off.
Good chance. Goring gets an opportunity. I should say Wayne Merrick, a rebound try. Beaupre made 2 saves in a row as the Islanders bring the pressure back on to the Minnesota North Stars. There's Kenny Morrow, so obviously he's all right. The fans here in Minnesota, they're back on their feet again, encouraging their team. They know the Islanders. They know they can get a lot of pressure from the Islanders. They're trying everything to help their team out.
Well, yes, anything's possible. And ready? Gauthier against Bobby Smith. Smith won the draw. Gordy Roberts trying to bank it off the glass, got it up into the seats.
Every movement by every player means so much now as the game boils down. You've looked at 10 exhibition games, 80 regular season games. The Islanders playing in their 17th playoff game. Minnesota is playing in their 18th. It all boils down here to 5 minutes.
Ciccarelli trying to break out of his own zone. Langevin stopped him. Bossy shoots it back in. Gauthier, Gillies, and Bossy the line for the Islanders. The puck got past Gillies. Ciccarelli is there, checked by Gillies. Ciccarelli pries it loose to Bobby Smith. Ciccarelli breaks out Anderson on the left wing, number 8. McEwen on the coverage there, and it's followed on by Bobby Smith. Smith feeds the blue line. Gordy Roberts. His shot. Stick save by Billy Smith. Rebound for Trottier. Lets it go to Gillies. Gillies, Bossy, Trottier, 3-on-2. The pass to Trottier, almost broken up. He throws it back in. Bossy comes up with it. To Gillies. The shot is blocked by Anderson. And Bobby Smith has that. Off the boards, out to center ice. McEwen gathers it in there. Mike McEwen, number 16. Back for Trottier, turned the wrong way. And it's dumped ahead by Roberts, intercepted by Trottier. To Nystrom. Nystrom over the line, and Gordy Roberts steps into him. They both go down in the corner with a puck underneath them. And in a different kind of a game, I think Van Hellemond would have called cross-checking on the first check.
Also, and you can almost bet Nystrom would have been at it with Roberts. A break in the action with the score of the Minnesota North Stars, 3, the New York Islanders, 2.
Have you seen the cola ads these days? I mean, let's see. This one says it has a taste test against Coca-Cola. This one has a taste test against Coke. This one has a taste test against Coke, too. These are making comparisons to Coke. It's amazing. Seems like everybody is comparing themselves to Coke. Well, maybe that's why they call Coke the real thing. Refreshing, delicious, ice-cold Coca-Cola. This is the one that makes me smile. Yeah, just like that. See, I saw you. You smiled. You said, I'm not going to, but then you did it.
Shot wide by Brad Palmer as we're back live at 2-on-1 with Lorimer back. Brad Palmer got the feed from Broughton and shot it wide.
Close call is right, Tim Ryan. Gord Lane takes a run at a Minnesota player right in front of the Islander bench, and he leaves Bobby Lorimer all alone as Palmer tips the pass from number 7, Neil Broughton. The shot is wide. There's the play across. The tip is wide of the net. Billy Smith grabbed the rebound, stopped the play. 35 shots for the Islanders so far in this hockey game. 33 for the Minnesota North Stars with 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the third period. 3-2 Minnesota.
Kevin Maxwell wins the draw. Greg Smith the shot blocked by Caller. Bourne trying to come out, getting it to Goring, but it's broken up by Payne. Payne back at the Islander blue line. Lost it to Dennis Potvin. Potvin to Bourne. Bourne over center ice. Flips it in. Goring going in deep. Beaupre caught it on the fly and gives it to McAdam. McAdam dumps it for Greg Smith. Up the left side, Payne just steers it to center ice. Dennis Potvin has it there. 3:43 to go. Bourne from Goring. Bourne stick handling. Bourne, the shot is blocked in front. He gets it again and right behind. Butch Goring who had the whole net, and the pass was just behind him. A nice try by Bourne. Out at center ice, Potvin. Potvin checked by Kevin Maxwell. There's going to be a penalty to Dennis Potvin for pulling down Kevin Maxwell. 3:21 to go. Minnesota 3, New York 2.
Come to Belmont Park. If you're out to have a good time, you can't lose.
Thousands were cheering for you. You didn't let them down.
Dennis Potvin draws a holding penalty. The only way to get a penalty in this kind of a hockey game, at this point in the hockey game, everybody in the building has to know it. And here, Dennis Potvin reaches out. Down goes number 9, Kevin Maxwell. Dennis Potvin gets a 2-minute penalty for holding.
Well, if the Islanders ever needed their patented penalty-killing unit to score a shorthanded goal, this is quite obviously the time. 3:19 remains, regulation time. They are down a goal. Face-off inside the line as that puck left the ice. Using up 2 seconds of Potvin's penalty. Islanders can't just use up the time. They got to make something happen. Gordy Lane can't get it out. Kristoff dancing around. Giles the shot. Stick saved by Smith. And play is called by
Ray Scampanello.
An offside?
Is outside the line. It's an offside as the puck come very close. Scampanello, Ray, he had a good look at it. He stands right there on the blue line, his position, the one he is supposed to assume when the puck is in the Islanders' end. Could see that the puck reached just a little over the blue line.
1:45 left in Potvin's penalty. 3:06 left in the third period. Goring, Caller, Lorimer, Lane out there for the Islanders. Broughton won the draw. He's been good on faceoffs. Broughton, Kristoff, and Cicerelli up front. Gordy Lane again with some difficulty. In deep comes Gordy Roberts. He got it too high for Cicerelli. Now Lane's got some room. Lane tripped as he tried to skate it out and failed to clear it out of the zone. Now he does, and Cicerelli takes over. Cicerelli over to Kristoff as he shoots it in. 2:42 to go in the third period. Lane shot it right at Bob Lorimer. Lorimer in some difficulty. Lorimer skating it up over center ice. Lorimer now into the Minnesota zone. The shot wide. And the rebound off the boards taken by Roberts. Checked by Goring. Goring trying to throw it in front. Bobby Smith breaks it up. 1:03 left in the penalty. Caller checking in deep. 2:20 left in the third period. Brad Maxwell coming slowly out of his own zone. They've got the 1-goal lead. The pass to Bobby Smith. Smith with Al McAdam. The pass to McAdam broken up by Lane. Bourne takes over. Bourne, good pass to Caller. Caller into the Minnesota zone. Return pass for Bourne, and offside had been called at the Minnesota blue line.
Good
42
attempt.
seconds left in the penalty.
Good attempt, Tim, by the Islanders. Minnesota know that, of course, the Islanders are going to try and score a goal while they're a man short. They've been able to do it all season. They've done it well in the playoffs. It's almost as if Minnesota has the power play out there in a defensive posture, trying to keep the Islanders from scoring rather than the other way around. So far, Minnesota has not had a shot at Billy Smith with 42 seconds remaining in the penalty to Dennis Potvin.
Puck knocked back into the Minnesota zone. 1:58 on the clock. 35 seconds left in the penalty. You can look for Billy Smith to come out if the Islanders don't get one shorthanded. Here comes McAdam for Bobby Smith. The shot scores! Bobby Smith. Billy Smith partially screened, I believe, by Dave Langevin. But he had his legs open, and the puck went between them off his pad, and Stool is out. 27 seconds was remaining in Potvin's penalty.
Bobby Smith did it all alone. Dave Langevin tries to block the shot. He goes down. Billy Smith can't see the puck. It hit him on the inside of the right leg and deflected between his legs. And that's what's going to take. That's all it takes for the minute and 48 seconds. Here's Bobby Smith taking the drop pass and lets it go. It just misses Dave Langevin. Smith cannot see the puck. It hits his right instep and deflects between his legs into the net. A 2-goal lead for Minnesota. The fans are still on their feet with a minute and 45 seconds remaining. It's 4-2.
Gauthier shoots it into the Minnesota zone. The teams are back at full strength. And the puck cleared down into Islander territory. Potvin back for it. Gauthier, Gillies, Bossy, McEwen, and Potvin steal by Brad Palmer. Palmer can't get the shot away. The puck is loose, and finally McEwen gets control as Palmer nearly stole it back. Now McEwen up ice with Gillies and Bossy. Bill Smith starting out of the goal, but the Islanders unable to keep it in the Minnesota zone. McEwen over to Dennis Potvin to prevent the offside. It's poked away by Broughton. Smith started out of the net again, had to go back. Here's McEwen stealing. 1:03 to go. The pass for Bossy offside. 1 minute to play in the third period. Crowd again on its feet.
A little anxious, Mike Bossy trying to get across the line. Billy Smith had headed and had reached the bench as the pass to Bossy. He beat it across the line. That stops the play. With exactly 1 minute remaining in the game, the Islanders trail by 2. The last desperate attempt the Islanders are going to make here. I would have to think that Billy Smith will remain out of the net. In favor of the extra player, the face-off is going to be just on Minnesota's side of center ice. What a hockey game the Minnesota North Stars have played, and so have the Islanders. Minnesota just taking advantage of a couple of breaks. They've scored 2 power play goals. The Islanders scored 1 in a game that has had everything. A lot of hard hitting. Well disciplined on the part of the players, Tim, and the fact that they have not taken a lot of fighting penalties, high sticking penalties. Several times it looked like it might break, but the players did not break with it.
Islanders called a 30-second timeout to organize their last-ditch effort. Al Albert going over the strategy. It's desperation time. The one thing Islanders know full well, they're leading this series 3-0. The worst that can happen is it's 3-1. And Game 5 Thursday night, 8 o'clock at the Coliseum. But they will be trying somehow to force overtime here with 2 goals in the final minute. Bob Bourne has stationed himself in front of the Islander goal, about 20 feet out. They have Goring, Caller, Potvin, Bossy, and McEwen with Bob Bourne. No Brian Trottier. Goring is chased, as is Bobby Smith. Caller will face it off with Cicerelli. Islanders trying to get control, and it's Caller with it. He's hit at the blue line. Goaltender is out with Bourne stationed back there in a defensive position. Play is called with 51 seconds left.
Minnesota is not in any danger at this point. They've got the puck in center ice. The goaltender for the Islanders, Billy Smith, is out of the net. They just want to kill as much time as they can. They'll freeze it. They'll ice it if they have to.
Puck into the Minnesota zone. Shot out. Potvin off the boards for McEwen, and it dribbles over the line. Minnesota shoots it out. Offside is called. 42 seconds left in the third period. Trottier now comes over the boards. So does Gillies. Loring will come out, and Caller will come out. The empty Islander goal with Bob Bourne standing out in front of it about 15 feet. Now Bourne works his way up closer to the blue line. Then Sonmore. Behind the Minnesota bench, 40 seconds left. Bossy has it inside, and it's broken up by Giles. Bourne for McEwen. Potvin shooting it in. It's knocked down by Gordy Roberts. Roberts bangs it off the boards, picked off by Gillies. Gillies in front, and it's broken up in the slot by Anderson. Ahead to Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli shooting it wide. 17 seconds left. McEwen up the boards for Potvin. Potvin to Gillies. Rink wide for Bossy. 9 seconds left. They will not get 2 for sure. And they're not going to get 1. Bobby Smith has the puck. And that's it. It's all over. The Minnesota North Stars, with a stirring 4-2 victory here tonight, have kept themselves alive in this Stanley Cup Championship final and received yet another well-deserved standing ovation. What a performance by this young team down 3-0 in the series. There will be a Game 5. Champagne will not be poured tonight. The Stanley Cup will be transported along with the two teams to the Nassau Coliseum, and Glenn Sonmore, what an inspirational job he did tonight.
He's out on the ice, Tim, whether it's an exhibition game or whether it's a regular season game, or, of course, here in the playoffs, to congratulate his hockey team. He is, you're right, an inspirational kind of coach, a very good coach.
And inspiration came from these people. Just one of the great hockey audiences I can recall seeing in all my years in covering hockey. These fans were terrific. The final score, Minnesota 4, the Islanders 2. Will return in a moment.
You may have heard that I'm leaving the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I'm taking 4 tough Steelers with me and getting $50 for it. It's the big Uniroyal $50 trade-in. Buy 4 quality Steelers and get $50 back in the mail. And you'll have the highest treadwear rated tire that Uniroyal makes. But hurry, a deal this great won't last forever. So get your backfield in motion.
Offer good until June 13th only at these participating Uniroyal dealers. When you compare, you want Uniroyal there.
One more set, guys? Nah, you guys are just too tough today. For Michelob Light?
You should have quit while you were ahead.
Would good friends go at it this hard just for a beer? Consider its Michelob Light, the rich, smooth taste you can compare to any beer you like.
I don't get it. You guys killed us.
Don't blame us. You suggested we play for a Michelob Light.
Michelob Light. Compare the taste.
Come to Belmont Park.
What a nice way to spend a morning.
The fun doesn't just begin at the starting gate and end at the finish line. Belmont Park. If you're out to have a good time, you can't lose.
Rest up, pal. Tomorrow we're gonna visit the winner's circle.
Believe it or not, if 9 out of 10 of these homes burn down, there's no guarantee they'll be totally rebuilt. Because rebuilding costs are rising so fast, even inflation protection may not cover a home full.